about they want to take our gallbladder out, her gallbladder. And she said, well, I heard that I could do this lemon thing and I could heal myself. And they were going, no, you got to do this and you're going to die and we got to do it tomorrow. And she goes, no, I really want to do this. So she left the hospital. She did a 7 or a 14-day liver cleanse. I think it was a 7-day at that time. Liver gallbladder cleanse, which we talk about. And she started feeling great. She went back. They did the test. They go, oh, you're fine. We don't have to do that. We don't have to take your gallbladder out. We must have made a mistake last week. We must have made a mistake last week. They were going to take her gallbladder out the next day. But they must have made a mistake. Because they wouldn't believe that what she did in those 7 days fixed her or helped her. They couldn't admit to that. But they made a mistake. Meanwhile, wait, your mistake almost cost me my gallbladder. You were going to go in, and you told me, oh, don't worry, there's no scars. We're going to go in through your belly button, so there's no scars. Wait a second, my belly button has a scar in there. My gallbladder's going to have a scar. Anyway, so we want to be mindful of we can heal ourselves if we do believe we can. And I don't put doctors down. Thank God they exist, because I wouldn't be here if they wouldn't. I can tell you lots of stories about what's going on. I'm not going to, but I'm just saying I'm glad they exist. So I'm not bashing doctors at all. I just want everyone to have control over their bodies. If it's life and death and you are going to die that moment or the next day, yeah, do what you need to do. If you've got some time to figure things out and try different methods, wouldn't that be amazing? I mean, of course. Wouldn't you do anything possible to keep a body part? I know I would. There was a woman came to me one time, and she came as a consultation, we talked. She said, oh, the doctors want to cut my breasts off because I've got a possibility of having breast cancer because my mother did.
Oh, God.
And I was like, okay, you're healthy right now, right? She goes, oh yeah, there's no symptoms, nothing going on. Yeah, but they want to take my breasts off because I have a possibility. And my mother died of this, 20 years earlier when she was 80 years old, And I was like, okay, so you're 51 years old and healthy, and your doctor's telling you to take these body parts off that are quite nice, per se, so they're yours, and they're nice breasts, I mean, and they are yours, your mom gave them to you. And she chose to go with the doctors because she was scared. They scared her into doing something that she didn't need to do. Now, that's wrong. There's something wrong with that. Because, so we want to be mindful. So all I'm trying to say is take health into your own power. Whatever works will work. If you have a body part, try to hold on to it, or hold somebody else's body, hold hands. It's always good. That always help you get through to keep your body part with you. So I'm hoping my friend will hold other people's hands that can help her come to the right decision on something. Because what happens if they want to take your gallbladder out? What happens if you do 6 gall flushes, 7 or 10? You've done everything possible. Your gallbladder's still not working. Okay, and it's still, and then it's getting a little bit serious. You take it out then. But if you're not, if you're not life threatened, why not try everything in your power to fix or change the challenge? So it's being here. It's like, and all I can say is do whatever. I'll support you in whatever you do. But I'd rather people hold on to their body parts. They're pretty precious. Any other great stories, Isabel? Isabel always has good stories.
Well, they did, in the hospital, they did call social, child abuse against me because I'm a vegetarian, and the way I had to lie. I'm admitting this, I have to lie. And tell my daughter ate everything, or they would have taken her away from me. They did force me to get her surgery. She ended up with a G-tube, which they said if she has a G-tube for less than 6 months, that means she didn't really need it. And I said, she eats by mouth. It just takes her a while. It's because she had to relearn to swallow. That was over a year ago. Well, within less than 6 months, of course, the G-tube came out, which I had to pull out myself because they wanted to do another surgery to take it out. When the hole is so tiny, it closes all by itself. So sometimes the law doesn't quite protect you, but I think that everything, it's now in the past, and I've learned to, I don't know what I've learned.
But that's what Isabel's bringing up here is pretty scary. What she's bringing up here is pretty scary. Because
It's
now,
very scary. They almost took her away from
Yeah.
me. The day that they came to take her away from me, I was already taking her to the doctor, to the hospital, because I thought she was epileptic, which she was not. But I thought she was, and that was a year ago. If I wasn't on my way to the hospital, they would have taken her away from me. Then I had to lie about her diet. Then there I said I don't want her to have surgery. She eats by mouth. It just takes her a while. She's still relearning to swallow. She had swallow issues from the brain paralysis. And I said I could do it. You know what? They don't trust me. They say no, she's going to get the surgery. I was there fighting with them for a month until finally I had to get it done. It was either that or they weren't letting me go. But it came out because I taught her to eat, even with the G-tube, with the horrible food they were giving her, which I had to come up and I went on the internet to try to find out homeopathic, homemade foods that I could put through the G-tube, and nothing was out there except for adult food. So I had to come up with my own food. Thank God I have a lot of nutrition knowledge background, and I came up with my own food. And everything got solved when I started feeding her my food instead of their horrible, horrible foods.
yeah.
Anyway, just you have to take.
No, that's
time.
a scary. But this is one of the scariest cases that's going on right now. It's like parents are not having control over what they're doing with their kids, and they use this power of the government to say, well, we're going to take your kids away because you're not doing this. You don't have control. It's very scary. It's pretty sad.
Wow.
Yeah, so
pretty
sometimes
sad.
you have to lie. So
Sometimes
I
yeah.
lie to everybody. I say sheets or anything.
Oh no, I'm all for lying. I mean, it's not lying. It's actually it's just sort of
Protecting my daughter.
Survival.
Guess
Just
what?
protection.
It's
Everybody-
survival.
And
It's
she
survival.
is so healthy. She is so healthy. She has a nice little belly going on for her. She's only 4. And if you lift her, she is so heavy, and people cannot believe the people that do know. It's like she's a raw foodist. I'm like, yes, she's a raw foodist, and she eats so well, and she's so healthy. Well, so
God bless you. It's really good. So,
yeah. Yeah, so
Yeah.
if any of you have kids and you plan on doing that, just tell anybody. Yeah, she eats everything. Just don't feed her anything. She just ate.
It's
So what
Monday,
we
I
learn-
just ate.
What we learn here is you have to misdirect the truth sometimes just to get by. It's like just have to wherever their game is, play their game. You know what you're doing. Don't worry about how it looks or how it sounds. Just say whatever it is to get you through the door. That's what that's what I live my life. Whatever I have to do to get where I need to go, that's what I do and say.
Well, the good news is that there are more and more homeopathic doctors. The doctor that's doing foot surgery on me, he does it very homeopathically. He gives me so little local anesthetics, so little, and I can feel a little bit, and I say no, I don't feel anything, and he gives me nothing but arnica montana afterwards, nothing else, and I take a little bit of that because I think it's pretty harmless.
And she still has a right and left leg, both on the left side and one on the right. It's perfect.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
what I'm saying is that thank God there are more and more doctors lately that are going more into homeopathic
Yeah.
ways. I'm just saying that doctors are not ready for it now, but hopefully, little by little, I think,
Yeah.
the more there are of us, the more we're going to make a difference, and we're going to start listening. I think they are.
That's why it all
Okay,
starts in
yeah.
these little groups right
Yes.
here, taking care of yourself and believing what you're doing. And also, when I was talking about how to talk to people before, this is the most important thing, because this way you can talk to doctors, you can talk to other people, know when to lie, which Isabel's talking about, know when to bend the truth, and know when to just say exactly what's needed instead of putting the front up. It's us against them, because that doesn't work. That's what's causing the problems in the world here. It's us against them. That doesn't work. We're working together, but we have to say what we have to say to get through the maze. So that's what I get out of that, Isabel's thing. It's sad we can't have rational people out there. It's because it's all pretty rational, but people act irrational when it comes to our bodies. So, yeah, it's all good, right? Yeah, it's all good.
Good. Awesome.
Great. Well, thanks so much for coming. This is awesome.